In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to use that shifter app. We're going to go to add, we're going to type shifter, and we're going to click on it. And there it is right there. You see this box is moving up and down. I'm going to label this as door, and I'm going to add a door here. So now it's this moving door. I also want to add a door frame. Just the plain model of a door frame. Position that in a good spot. Right about there. Then I go back to my shifter app, my door, and I'm going to set this up. So I want collision. So we have auto, which is also sometimes called inherit. We have convex, we have tri-mesh. Controlled is whether or not the user can control it. And right now it's at no, which is why it's moving like this by itself. So when I click yes, I'm in control of how this thing moves. So at this point, I'm going to position it in the door frame. So that looks about right. So I'm setting collision on the door frame, and now also I want to set collision to the shifter. Auto inherits the collider from within the file. So if your object has a layer called underscore collider or underscore T collider, it will use that as its collider. If you don't have that, nothing will happen when you select auto or inherit. Convex is an optimized collider that is good for shapes that do not have any concave parts. So like a ball or like this door will work perfectly. Tri-mesh just completely wraps the object as it is, but it's the most taxing. So in this case, I'm going to use convex because my object does not have a collider attached to it. Sync is the visibility, whether it's local or global. So if you have sync set to yes, and I open this door, all other users will see me open this door. If I have sync set to no, only I will see the door open, and nobody else will see the door open. So depending on your needs, you would do one of those. Duration is the speed, and this is the positioning of start and end time. So this is the starting point, and this is the starting point that carries it from the starting position. I'm going to keep that at 0 because I want it to start in its main starting position. Interactive, this allows you to add things if you want something to happen with the action. So here I'm going to reset this. If I go to end, this would be the animation, and that's not how I want it to look. So I need to correct the end position. This should be 0. I don't want it to rotate 360 degrees. And I don't want it to go up. So I'm going to change that to 0. I'm going to just click and drag and see. I click on end to actually see my adjustments here. And so I don't want that rotation. That's the wrong way. That's kind of cool though. Put that back to 0. This is what I want. So for the start, I do want an interaction. Let's put this back to start. When you interact with the door, we'll say open door. And we'll look for the shifter app here. And we'll say go to end. And then I'm also going to add a sound effect. For example, let's do, so I have to go to audio, door lock. Interactive, yes. Close door and shifter door, go to start. Now if I want to add my sound, go to audio door lock and play. I don't have a sound for closing the door on hand, so that's just what we're going to leave it at for now. And there you go. Open and close the door with the sound. So you can use this shifter app for almost anything in your imagination. It doesn't have to be a door. It could be a lift. It could be just an action, a trigger action that your object changes. It could be whatever your imagination can come up with. I also want to add, let's do a zone here. And I'm going to bring this back in front. Door open. On enter, shifter door will go to end. On exit, on leave, the shifter door will go to start. And it's active always. So if you want like one of those cool scenes where you're coming up to the great hall door and you just walk up to it, the door will open by itself without you having to click on it. And then leaving that trigger box will close the door. So if you put those things together, you can come up with a lot of cool stuff in Hyperfy. Have fun.